win, Don Wilson here for Top MMA News, here with Robert Whittaker, just prior to his Court McGee fight coming up on the UFC on Fox Sports 1, 2. Awkward name for cards, but that's how they're doing it. Robert, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad at all. Now, I got to ask you, you're from Australia, you're from down under, you're up here in Canada. Why?
I'm here to train at TriStar in Montreal, Canada,
yep.
And that's why I've made my home away from home, and that's where I spend my time at my camps.
Now, how did that relationship come to happen?
The relationship happened through some support I have back home. They have some friends up here who also train, and they also have some contacts, and they set it up through that way. And I've always admired the fighters that come out of TriStar, and I've always admired the gym and the coaching staff that they have. And I come up here for my first fight, the first camp I did, and everything went so well. I fit in with the crowd, I fit in with the crew. They really made it feel like a family. It was awesome.
Well, I got to say, everyone that I've talked to from TriStar has said you've been fitting in just great up there. Now, is there anything specific that you've taken from TriStar and incorporated into your game?
Definitely. There's a whole different skill set to what I'm used to. Yeah. I come with quite a strong stand-up game, yeah. And TriStar breeds the best grapplers and wrestlers in the game. So to be able to mix and match all my skill sets with their own, yep. As well as TriStar is such a diverse gym that there are so many different skill sets I can take from, and so many good fighters that I can take things that work and tried methods out, yep. That it's just unlimited potential.
All right, well, that's just great. Now, it hasn't been an easy time since coming off of Tough. You won Tough the Smashes, great, you finished off Brad Scott. You come back against the winner of the American Tough, Colton Smith, you get the win there, and now you got to go against Court McGee, another Tough winner. Why are they throwing you such tough fights?
I have no idea why they're throwing me tough fights, but I'm not shying away from them. I definitely like earning my spot and earning my wins. Yep. And I'm really happy with and privileged to fight anyone the UFC throws at me.
Now, how about Court McGee? What about Court's game is making you think, okay, I got to work on that?
Court's a strong fighter. I was actually a fan of his when he went through his season. So he's an all-round striker, all-round grappler, all-round wrestler. He's got a really diverse skill set, and I think if I go into this next fight, just respecting his skill set, knowing what he can do, and just doing my thing and trying to do what I do better, then I think I'll be right.
Now, I hate asking this question because people hate answering it, but I got to ask: do you have a prediction on the fight?
I'm gonna win. That's it.
That's it. That's what I like to hear. Now, I got to ask, you're obviously coming up, a little bit of cultural differences between Australia and Canada. What's been the biggest shocker?
The biggest shocker, probably the language is one of the hardest things. French is a hard language to learn.
It really is.
And we don't really have that too much French back home, and that and just the culture is completely different. It's too hard to try and put it down into one thing.
Now, poutine, have you eaten it yet?
No.
Will you, though, after the fight?
So much.
So much. Now, I got to ask you, we were just talking about Tough. You're from Tough. The next Tough we have is going to be Canada versus Australia. Obviously, you're from Australia. You're training in Canada. Who are you going to side with?
Australia's my home. I'm definitely going to have to side with Australia. There's no doubt about that. But, it should be a really good fight. After meeting the Canadian culture, the Canadian people, I know they like to bring a fight, and all Australians know is how to fight.
They can definitely bring a fight. Now, how is the MMA scene in Australia? Obviously, we know about CFC. They've been around there for a long time. Hector Lombard dominating as well. Lots of great guys coming out of CFC. How is the scene down there? Is it starting to blossom with guys like you, with Peroge, Menua, all those guys coming up, becoming a little more famous? Are you seeing it translate to more people at the shows?
Definitely. The skill level and rate of the shows is just increasing tenfold. Every year, more shows are coming, more fighters are coming out of Australia, and the skill level and bar range is just, it's getting better every year. And the fact that we're progressing up is just a positive for the sport itself.
Oh, that's just great. Now, before we let you go, family, friends, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to always thank my family for being there and supporting me. I'd like to give a big shout out to Brewster. Yep. They give me all my supply gears, MMA apparel. They always look after me, and my home gym, PMA, as well as TriStar. That's where I learn. That's what makes this possible.
Well, you're definitely looking good out there. Now, last thing, where can fans find you on Twitter?
They can find me at RJ Whittaker 1990.
Well, we got to make sure we put that out. We know Dana White likes you on the Twitter. Once again, fans, big win, Don Wilson. Robert Whittaker, Top MMA News.